my lovies, welcome back to my channel. Today is another dupes video. This is gonna be part 4. Can you believe I have done three others? I have done 3 of these videos already. And you guys are always asking me to do new ones. These take so long to research for, guys. I could do a whole video of just lipstick dupes. I have tons of them in my collection, but I don't want it just to be saturated with one product, if that makes sense. So I try and make it something for the eyes, something for the face, something for the lips. And I've got big brands here like Too Faced and MAC and Benefit. And as always, write down your recommendations of anything that you might think is a dupe below and I will go check it out. I'm gonna kick this off with the palette, a palette that I get so many questions about. This is the palette. It's the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, yay! And it looks like that on the inside. Now this is not the palette that I get questions on, guys, because this is the expensive one. I mean, you all know you can pick that up. €45 here in Ireland. It smells amazing. I love the scent of this palette. It's my favorite palette that Too Faced have come out with. It has ombre packaging. It is super, it's very, very blendable, very easy to create a nice look on the eye using it. Now obviously I'm not going to be demonstrating myself putting this on my eyes in this video, but if you do want to see me do that, I will link down the video where I compare it to this palette. This is the I Heart Makeup by Tam Beauty or Makeup Revolution, but this is their equivalent of the Sweet Peach palette, and this is the Chocolate Peach palette. The packaging is so adorable on it. Everybody tells me that these palettes smell like chocolate, guys. They 100%, mine do not smell like chocolate. It smells like nothing. It smells like powder. Like, it does not have a fragrance of it. Either do my chocolate bar palettes. I feature like one of these in nearly every single one of these dupes videos because they're just amazing. So that's what it looks like on the inside. Like I said, I will give you the link to the actual breakdown of me trying these both on my eyes so you can see what they are like and comparisons and swatches and all that jazz, because there is much more detail in that video. If you did have your eye on the Sweet Peach palette, guys, but it was just a little bit out of your price league, or you just didn't want to spend that much on a palette, then go with this palette. It is extremely similar. Right at the moment I am making this video, this palette is currently out of stock. I'm getting so many questions about that. I don't work for Tam Beauty. I don't know when it's coming back in. People ask me all the time, do you know when it's coming back in, or where is it, or why is it out of stock? I haven't a breeze, lads. I don't know, but I know that it will be obviously restocked soon. They're just taking it off the website because of the demand for the palette. Beautiful, in my opinion, both of them. But the fact that you can get a palette for €11, that is exactly the same as the palette for 45, 46 euros. The next thing I want to talk about is my Paint Early paint pot. This is one of my favorite paint pots ever, and I use it to prime my eyelids. I just think it is one of the best primers on the market. I love the consistency of it. I love the way it's in a pot. I find it really easy to get my brush right in there and apply it onto my eyes or my finger if I don't have falsies on, because can't rightly get in, if that makes any sense. This is an amazing eye base. It makes my eyeshadows pop, it stops them from creasing, and makes them last all day, keeps them vibrant. But this is saucy. I think it's about 25 to 30 euro for this little tiny jar of concealer colored primer. And I know an awful lot of people complain all the time when they use it because they're like, it's so expensive. And have you any other primers that are a little bit more affordable that you recommend? Well, I actually think that I found a dupe. So the dupe that I've discovered for Paint Early Paint Pot is this one here from Maybelline. This is their Creamy Mattes. This is their Color Tattoo, and it's in Creme de Rose, and it looks like that. So side by side, these are identical. Not only are they identical in color, I mean, you couldn't really tell. They look exactly the same on the eyeballs. They perform the same. One of my biggest concerns when I am comparing primers, like this is Paint Early and this is the Maybelline one, is that one of them is a different consistency to the other, so that one of them might be a drier formula. But these, however, are exactly the same. They're the same creaminess, same ease of spreading on the eyelids. They blend out really nicely, and they're exactly the same color, and they work the same, which is even better in my opinion. And this cost, I think it cost me €7 or €8, whereas like I said, that one's like 25 to 30 euro. Ridiculously priced. I definitely would recommend the Maybelline one over it, and I kind of feel like I reach for the Maybelline one a little bit more lately because of the price difference. Next up, I want to talk about an eyeliner, and I picked this up earlier in the month when I was in London. No, actually, sorry, it was in January because we're in March now. This is the Teddy Eye Kohl from MAC, and I've had my eye on this for a long time because it is a very unique color of brown. It is, like I said, brown, but it has this like you're definitely not going to see that on camera, but I will do an up close of it. It has like a metallic sheen almost to it and kind of gold specks of glitter almost going through it. But it is a very expensive price. This was like 19 or 20 euro for an eyeliner. An eyeliner. Yeah, I know, guys, but I had to break down and get it, and it was from the Caitlyn Jenner collection. I just thought the packaging was really cute. I'm a sucker for things like that. But I should have waited till I got home, because in my collection I have the Essence Kajal pencil in Teddy as well. The name is Teddy in both of these. Is that a coincidence? I think not. So beside Teddy from MAC, I'm gonna put Teddy from Essence. They are the exact same. And this Teddy eyeliner cost €1.30 and I paid 19 for the exact same pencil, same consistency, same color. It still has the gold specks in it that Teddy from MAC has. It has the same name. I mean, wow. What was I thinking? Why did I do this? I don't know. I think that this is even creamier and shows up a little bit better in my waterline than the more expensive one, so happy days with regards to that. But sad for me, because I was silly and I should have checked my collection. I know I've been looking for this one for a long time, and I was interested in Teddy lip liner or eyeliner for a long time, but I should have just looked and seen what I had already been using. The moral of the story is check your collection to see what you own. You may be surprised. Next we have a liquid lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics. This is Candy K. I used to love this color when I first got it. I don't reach for it as much anymore. I'm kind of gone off liquid lipsticks now. I'm kind of more into lip glosses at the moment. I'm blaming Too Faced for that, because when they brought out their Sweet Peach collection, I was crazy about the lip glosses. Kylie lip kits are $29 or 25 euro, thereabouts, and that is what the color. It is a beautiful pinky kind of color, really nice on the lips. But I found an alternative, and it's from Jordana, and it literally cost me $3 when I was in the US, like $2.70 or something like that. And it is one of these little liquid lipsticks, and this is their Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Colors, and the color of this is Creme Brulee. So I'm just going to swatch it right beside Candy K. They are identical. I've even tried them on my lips, and I really honestly can't notice too much of a difference with them. This one is slightly, like I mean slightly, like a smidge more rosy than the Candy K, but that is about all the difference that I can notice. Honestly, once these are on the lip, I don't think anybody would know which was which. I'm just so happy I found something from the drugstore or an affordable brand that rivals a more expensive liquid lipstick, and it does the exact same job, and they look the same on the lips. The next dupe on my lip list is actually the Precisely My Brow from Benefit, and this is their brow pencil, whatever you want to call it, and it's a really tiny fine little pencil. So it looks like that. It's really fine, really easy to get right through the brow, and the color is fantastic. Benefit just blow it out of the park every single time with their eyebrow products. They're just sensational. They are my favorite eyebrow products on the market. But I did find a dupe for this, because this is in Ireland about 20 something euro, like 25 euro thereabouts, and I found the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Now I have seen this being compared to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. However, I like this product. I did not like the Brow Wiz, and I also like the Precisely My Brow, so that's why I'm comparing these together. I have the Anastasia Brow Wiz and I never use it. Again, really fine tip point on it, really easy to control. It has a spoolie in the other end, just like the Precisely My Brow. I love this product. I am in number 3 in the brow products from Benefit, all of them. And in this one, I am brunette. So I like my eyebrows to be the color that they are now. This is actually number 2 from the Cabrow. So number 3, which is a tiny bit darker. These, in my opinion, are exactly the same, just one is half the price of the other. I think because brows frame the face, it's good to have a good brow game on. So yeah, they are another dupe that I have found in my collection. The next thing I want to talk about is actually a blush, and this is the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach. I recently got this. It was sent to me in January, and I was very appreciative of Too Faced for doing that. This is what the blush looks like on the inside, but the second I put this on my cheeks, even when I was doing the video, I was like, wow, this is really like Milani's Luminoso. And that is what I have discovered since checking my collection. The only reason I say that, and you can kind of see it faintly there, this is Milani's Luminoso. The only reason I say that is Milani's Luminoso has always been compared to NARS's Orgasm, and in my opinion it is nothing like it. It has never ever looked like it, because this has a lot more gold in it and more orange or peach. You won't be able to see these side by side. I'll do an up close of them. They are so similar on the cheeks. They look very different in the pans, but once you swatch them, they are so similar. And honestly, I would pick Luminoso over this one. I do like this Papadon Peach, but I just think Luminoso is just a little bit better, and it is one of my like holy grail blushes. I wear that today. I have two lip liners I want to talk about right now. I'm going to fly through them because lip liners can be a bit blah. You kind of want to see the bigger products. So the first lip liner is number 322 from Inglot. It's this gorgeous burgundy shade. I actually wore this a while ago with Montenegro from Lipland liquid lipstick, and it looked really pretty. So that is the 322 from Inglot. But the Colourpop lip liner in Creature looks exactly the same, and the Colourpop one is €5. The Inglot one maybe is about €15. I don't know. So they're not like it's not extremely steep. It's not going to break the bank. However, it is always nicer to get a little bit more of an affordable product. Now, Colourpop does ship to Ireland, but shipping is expensive, and Inglot's kind of everywhere, so you know, take your pick. Which one would you prefer? The other lip liner I want to talk about is from MAC, and this is Subculture. One of my favorite lip liners actually from MAC, but it is expensive again because it's MAC and it's like €20. That's it there. Nobody's got time to be spending €20 on a lip liner when you can get one from Essence for €1.30. And this is the color In the Nude, and in my opinion they are exactly the same. Like, they're exactly the same. You can't tell the difference. I use both of these lip liners for the same thing. $1.30 versus €20. So moving away from lip products and moving on to highlighters, and this is the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. This is probably one of the most popular highlighters around. Like, everybody and their mother has used this at one stage or another, or everybody has raved about this before. Somebody has recommended it to somebody. It is just one of those type of cult products, but it is expensive in Ireland. I think in the US this is considered a drugstore brand, but in Ireland this particular highlight is about €25, and it looks like that. So it is a beautiful champagne golden shade, really nice in the cheeks, but again in the €20 range, and not everybody is gonna be keen on spending €20 on a highlighter. So one that I found that is quite similar, the only thing about this is it's a tiny bit of a drier consistency, tiny bit. This is what it looks like, and I'm just going to place it right underneath Mary Lou. They are identical. They're so similar, and actually a subscriber told me about this. I had to buy this off Amazon. They don't sell it anywhere in Ireland, and I've tried loads of websites. So Amazon is the only place I can see that actually sell it. It was really inexpensive. Like, it only cost I think about €4 or €5 to get it to me and purchase it, whereas again this is like €20. So they're really similar. They do the same thing. Just give this a bit of time when you first get it. Like, it may seem a little bit powdery, but use like a fixing spray with it, or break through that initial outside seal, and it'll be identical inside. The last product I want to talk about is the Kat Von D Shade and Light eye palette. Wow, I nearly didn't know what I was saying there. This is what it looks like on the inside. It is an oldie but a goodie in my opinion. I've started to kind of really reuse it at the moment. I really like this, especially the fact that it's a whole matte palette. This is kind of rare to get these days. However, I do think more brands are going with the entire matte theme a little bit more. This has gorgeous, as you can see, cool toned, warm tones. It's kind of a bit of everything, but again in Ireland it's expensive. There goes the sun again. It's about €40, maybe more. I don't know. I haven't checked the Debenhams website in a while, but it was expensive, and I had to actually get this shipped from Sephora or Ulta, one of them. No, it was Sephora in the US, because you couldn't get it here in Ireland. But I did find a very similar product, almost identical, and I did compare these again in a video. And this one is, oh, if I can open it, from Makeup Revolution, and it looks like that. They are identical in my opinion. You can see that there. The pan size in this palette is a little bit smaller than the Kat Von D. I will recommend for you guys to go down and check out my full review on both of these palettes. You can see exactly why they are dupes, why I recommend them to you guys. Kind of, you can see like the consistencies of them, how they blend on the eyes. So I 100% recommend for you guys to check out that video if you are interested in buying the Makeup Revolution palette. It costs €8. The Kat Von D one, I think at the time it was in the €40 range. I have one kind of special mention. I wasn't going to actually mention this at all, but I said I might just include it in this video. The only reason I'm not really including it is because it is a tiny bit different. Like I said earlier on, I prefer my dupes to be exactly the same, if there is even the tiniest difference in them, and that is why it takes me so long to do these videos, because I always find things that are dupes and when I get them home I'm like, they're not anything like each other. So this is kind of a is it, isn't it? You guys can tell yourself. This is the new Extra Dimension Skin Finishes from MAC, and this is in Double Gleam. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous highlighter. Absolutely stunning. I'll just put it down here. You can see it there, absolutely gorgeous. It kind of has that duochrome effect to it where it's gold and cream. Actually, it's not very unlike the Mary Luminizer. Mary Luminizer is a lot more gold in it though, however. But I did find in my collection this Essence eyeshadow. Now this is one of my favorite eyeshadows ever, and it's called The Grammy Goes To. It's an eyeshadow, but when swatched beside the MAC one, they look very similar. Like, I don't know, you're not going to be able to see that right now because they look like two white shining shadows on my wrist. But in the up close, you will be able to see how very similar they are. The only reason I'm not including them, well, not that I'm not including them, I mean I'm including them now. The only reason I'm saying they're not 100% dupes is this one has the slightest, like I mean the slightest iridescence of like a purple going through it, or like a pink shade. So it's not quite similar to this, where this is just like white and then shifts gold, just the two shades, just the duochrome, where this is white, shifts gold, and you can kind of see slight specks of purple in it, or pink, I'm not really sure. You would have to be looking at this under a microscope to be able to tell. The naked eye can miss it, but my naked eye never misses things like that, especially when I'm doing dupes video. But you can take it if you like. I mean, this costs $150 and that was like that was €33. So if you wanted to try it out, something very similar to it is a shadow. Okay, my lovies, that rounds up today's dupes video. This is part 4, like I said, part 4. And I will have part 5 very, very soon. I'm waiting for a ton of products to come in the mail. I'm just hoping that when they arrive, they look like what they looked like online, because otherwise I'm gonna have to get straight back to the drawing board. If you have any recommendations for dupes, then leave them in the description. No, that's for me. Leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, I suppose I will talk to you guys very, very soon. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see on my channel. So do let me know if you've come across any dupes and you'd like me to test them out. Thanks so much for watching and stopping by today. I always appreciate your view and coming over and saying hello to me. And keep well, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye!